Love, such a magical feeling. But magic can sometimes just be an illusion. When deep love doesn't reach where it's destined to, becomes an unexplainable mystery. An abrupt end to a soaring love leaves you with so many burning questions unanswered. And where that love leads you becomes your story of a broken man. When in love, the whole universe around you becomes a part of your love story. From the paths you walked together, to the tree you once used to pluck flowers from to impress her. To your little balcony, where you first raised your toast together. To her immature way of drinking. To your couch, where you used to spend your weekend, sitting, watching TV. To those cute little popcorn fights that turned into cozy cuddling romance. To the late night movie shows and the ice cream. And to all the crazy things that you did together. To the streets where you first let her ride your bike. To the smell of her hair and the touch of her chiffon scarf fluttering in the breeze. All these little elements become timeless moments, engraved in your memory so deep that everything you see has a bright red flag of your love on it. The terrace of the under construction building you used to go and sit onto to watch sunset, the twilight, the dusk, the dawn, the breeze, the pond, the sunshine, the rainbows. Everything reflects your love. But sooner or later, life plays its tricks and your love is put on test. You relocate and move to a different place, and there starts your long distance relationship. Your passion gives you sweet dreams. Your love being pure grows fonder in the absence. But it's said, absence diminishes mediocre passions and increases great ones, as the wind extinguishes candles and fans fires. while you keep yourself busy in weaving dreams of your future together, unaware of the love not reciprocated. Things slowly start falling apart. And by the time you realize, you have already been ditched. It's not that you don't realize when your 100 calls are dodged, but you ignore. You're just being helpless in love. Beg to make things better, like before, whatsoever be the cost. You beg for one last chance, but it's already too late. And finally, the inevitable happens. You hear the most dreaded and never anticipated words. It's over. You being absolutely unable to imagine a life without her. Go crazy and anxious. You try to run back to her, thinking you'd be able to make things right. After all, she's the same innocent girl who used to listen to you like a child listening stories from grandma. But she has changed. You go back to her place, only to find that she's going out with some other man. And then the whole world shatters in front of your eyes. Shocked, you stand agape, unable to comprehend what just happened. And by the time you come back to your senses, she's gone already. What happens next is the most vicious form of vexation known to mankind. You go through a range of all kinds of negative emotions: shock, anger, agony, rage, self-pity, hollowness, indignation, all mix up to create an unbearable emotional turmoil, bringing excruciating pain. You won't eat, you won't sleep, your stomach will churn, you will vomit. The emptiness inside will eat you up from within. You will try to run away from these feelings, but you wouldn't know where to go. Everywhere you go, everything you encounter has a relation to your past. You can't escape the sunlight or the gentle breeze. You can't run away from the blue sky and the beautiful rain. So you lock yourself up in a dark room and lie there hopelessly, screening over and over through the past, searching for all the whys. And that's when your friends come into picture. All of them come with their own ideas of love. Some come with their first-hand experience of breakups. Some come with their movie-driven perceptions. Some will empathize, while others will cheer you up. And all will brainstorm to come to a unanimous decision about the solution of the problem. In this case, alcohol. But nothing will be much help for you. You'll only feel the same feelings. You'll be numb to their shouts, lonely in the crowds. You'll feel one thing and one thing alone: despair. The projects you were once desperate about, you'll now be scared to even think of them. but the two are a part of your dreams with her that you won't be able to explain yourself. Neither will you like to discuss about them because it would hurt. It's not easy for a man to cry, but a man's tear, when it slips through the brim of the eye, it has already broken the barriers of a man's emotional endurance, his hopes, his dreams, and above all, his beliefs. When deep in love, it's hard to accept that the eternity you were once promised has now been whiplashed, and you cling on to the tiniest ray of hope left. Even after very long, you still stick to the same hope that resides somewhere deep within you. But the sad part is, people around, out of their concern, try snatching away the last remnants of memories, which at that point would be everything for you to hold on to. And nowhere in this world would you be ready to give them away, because you still believe that some miracle will happen that will bring her back to you. You sit confused on the seesaw of hope and hopelessness, and that paradox of thoughts boggles you up terribly. But friends, being friends, will find ways out. There's something about friends. When you're going through hell, friends will go to hell and bring you back, and that is certain. They won't leave you on the mercy of your own fate. But you would want exactly the opposite. You would want to be left alone. You would want to be lost in the memories. You would want to be where you think you might meet her again. But your friends would know where to find you. They would know where you would be, and they will be there. They will talk about solutions. They will plan things for you. They will distract you. They will console you. They will try to motivate you. They will sympathize. They will also go hard on you. They will shout at you and fight you. They will make you realize that this is not the be-all and end-all of life. And by hook or crook, they will bring you back to your senses. But the transition from denial to acceptance is the most difficult part. Accepting the fact that the one you love more than anything else in the world is not a part of your life anymore is like trying to accept that the earth revolves around Jupiter and not the sun. But once you accept, it gets even more painful. When in denial, you're still left with a little hope, and that hope becomes a reason to live. But remove that hope completely, and you're left with a deep creeping hollowness within. And that hollowness gives way to the turbulence inside your shuddering mind, which finally comes as an outburst of rage. But after the most formidable of any test, when the anger subsides, your grief-laden heart throbs again with a new pulse. And this time, you try finding substitute in the form of a greater cause. In this case, one long-awaited dream project. Forgiveness means letting go of the past. Forgiveness is a final form of love. And when you forgive, you in no way change the past, but you sure do change the future. It's only when you completely forgive, your soul will know peace. And only then would you be able to anchor yourself to a new hope. The feeling of loving someone unto one's complete self-destruction is the ultimate glory of an egoist love. Several years down the line, when you have moved on completely, when you have neither pain nor any remembrance of pain, when you are totally poised, do you believe it has gone for good? Or for that matter, does it ever really go? People say time alone can heal, and maybe it's true. But I believe love is like energy. The love that you had for someone will remain in the same magnitude, only in some other form, if not love itself. Or maybe not. I don't know.